Hello, my lovelies. Well, our special guest is here. I'm going to put you on now, Craig.
Into your tunes. Boom,
Oh,
boom,
yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
My
Yeah.
lovely little tunes. Hiya, Mandy, darling. Jump on if you want to at any point, if you feel like a
You're
chat.
right.
Yeah, all right. Do you know what? Oh, I'm saying I'm all right. This computer is really. Do you know? I can't. I can't. My nerves can't take it. I need to replace it. I haven't got the money, and it plays up something terrible. And trying to get on here before, I had to reboot it because it was
Oh,
couldn't put my camera on. So
yeah,
I
I'm
have to,
thinking about getting a laptop.
Oh, this is a PC.
PC.
This I used to have
Yeah.
a laptop, but laptops are even worse unless you've got an extremely high performing one or an Apple one. The trying to do StreamYard on them can be
How much
have
am they? Thousands of pounds, and then
yeah, because they're just not strong enough. Where the PC is better, but what I really need to do is either get this more memory on it and a better
yeah.
graphics card, or just go the whole hog and get one and pay for it over a couple of years because it's annoying me. It's really starting to annoy me now. Well, as you know, I'll be talking later to JDP's wife, Gertrude, Dirty Gertie, who got in contact with you. Oh, she spilt the tea. She spilt the tea on him. I'm telling you now. She is so people. There's an exclusive for you. Stick around for that. Definitely stick around for that. So anyway, how's it been going on your side?
Yeah, it's mad. Like, I've had that thing with the biz going on, and he said I'd won, so I
I don't
left him
know.
alone.
I heard everyone mention him. I don't even know who he is.
He's a guy who looks like Beetlejuice. You know, it looks a bit like Michael Keaton if like he had a smack habit or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. That's safe. I've seen him.
And by the way, Anne, I start picking on him, man. I come across a video and he was going in on me, man. And I thought, fuck it. I messaged him, commented on his thing. I goes, new prey. And he goes, and he loved it at the time, man. Until he was not apologizing, saying, "You've won. I'm holding a white flag up." And
But
now he's doing back with Go on, sorry.
It's all the drama, isn't it? That goes. I've been watching. I won't mention names because I don't want to suddenly get pulled into it. But I've noticed there's been little dramas going off where one person's kicking off about the way
any cock.
But
any cock. You've been keeping up with that this afternoon.
Any cock.
Any cock. I don't want to mention them, man. All right. Miss Piggy.
Oh no. I realise who you mean. No. I haven't watched there for ages.
Well, has been moaning that like people are taking the piss out of Bobby, right? But I keep shoving him on camera, right? And John Smith said a comment, "Why are you putting him on camera for?" You know what I mean? Like, and I went mad at him, calling him out on a live and that. But I could see what John Smith meant. You know what I mean? If people are already bullying him, why put him on camera and stuff like?
I think what it is, because he's got learning difficulties, hasn't he? Yeah, so
was he autistic?
Well, let's put it this way, right? If he's getting bullied, that's the people who are bullying him. That's their problem, not his problem. And I'll have to say, in her defense, it's not her problem either. And I think
Yeah,
if
but
she
if you
wants
love
to
the
go,
guy, you protect him from it, wouldn't you?
let's get the sentence finished. If people are going to do that, stop bullying them. I know I've heard something that she said
I
something
don't
horrible.
agree with it, and
Yeah,
I don't agree with it. But there's like facilitate, like, you know what I mean. This is what I
go on,
mean.
you just
I'd
take the
protect
floor
him from
because I
that. If
don't
he
get
was
to
my loved one, I'd protect him
right.
from it.
Well, we're going to get off this because I can't get my sentence out. So, other subject. If I could get my
Nah,
sentence
I
out, I'd
will.
discuss
I
it.
just wanted to say that, like, I'm done, man. I just wanted to
You're
get
the
that
one
bit
with the
out.
bleeding ADHD. You have, I swear to God, you've got ADHD. Hasn't he, people? He's got ADHD, this fella, you have. But no, I mean, I know she's supposed to have said something horrible to someone who allegedly that has Down syndrome. But
Probably.
to me, you know, they win if suddenly he's made invisible. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I had him performing a dance, man.
Mm.
Like a performing monkey. He goes, "You like being on here, don't you?" And he go, and like they say, yeah, he just smiled like, and then it goes, "Do that little dance," like, and I thought it was a bit like, you know, man, come on, Emma, man. That's just my opinion, but let's
Yeah,
move on from that then. Yeah.
yeah, because I think
What else
I'd
is the
say
world, man? At the minute, been
I don't
boring,
know.
eh?
Do you know what? I wonder. Well, let's do a test here. Mandy's there. I bet she's buggered off. Let's see. Hi, Mandy. You doing okay, love? Bet she's bloody buggered off. Wait and see. Wait and see. And I haven't got me moderator here, but it looks for it. Oh,
Nobody's here, man. And then
oh. Well,
I
this
can't see any
ever
comments.
since
Oh, here
oh,
he is,
there's
Travis, man. Look,
here's Trav. Oh, I know what I
big
knew
up
she'd be
Travis,
there.
man, my
You
main
see,
man.
you can always say one thing. I've always said about Mandy, she's loyal. She won't go sneaking off like some people do. She does, like you do.
Man,
Yeah,
I
you've
talk to
done that.
everybody, man.
I caught you the other day sneaking off, didn't we, Mandy? No, and I was told
JDP.
no, Raji Narina Singh. You came on, didn't you, going on about her boobies? Put a comment on about, oh, I like boobies, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I think I might have said that. Yeah, about
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was about though.
yeah. And then I turned around and I said, "Oh, are you, Craig? How are you?" No, and you'd gone, you'd vanished. Hadn't he, Mandy? I was putting a call out saying, I bet he's sneaked off. So put and you'd gone.
And
You were there for a second.
it didn't even enter my mind. You know,
Okay, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I forgot to change my name back, man, because somebody put the worst accent on YouTube, so I changed it to that. Like,
So that's why you've got that name now.
yeah, I'm gonna change it back when I feel like.
So how are you getting on with Mr. Jake?
Yeah,
Cigar
like
smoker?
if we agree on something, man, I'll agree with him because like it was a weird fallout between me and him anyway because
Yeah, I don't.
it was over Chris Murphy. Right? Like that's the only. I they fall out with JDP. I said
Mm.
something about Chris Murphy and he fell out like with me over that. You know what I mean? So
The Ozempic Twiggy. Chris
Twiggy,
Murphy, the Ozempic Twiggy.
I don't know what to say about that guy, man. Like I've like.
Look, let's put it this way. We've just been talking about someone that's got learning difficulties, right? My God, he's got something there. There's something there with him. I was watching him. I did watch
Yeah, but
this and he was going on
how
to
can
me.
that be? What do you mean, like some kind of autism? Because he drives
It's
a
not,
fucking
it's not autism he's got. I don't think it's autism. He's weird. Yeah, but it is, you can tell it's in his brain
yeah.
cells.
You think like
Because
drugs have addled some brain
but
away
he
or
was
something?
on right the other day. I'm sorry, I'm not holding back on him because he says some horrible things. He thinks
I
he's
know.
it's like, oh, I'm roasting. He's not roasting. It's like listening to someone with a really tragic personality disorder, not knowing when they're just going way, way too far with the comments, what they're saying. He was accusing me, right, of phoning up the DWP about him where he works. I don't know where the hell he works. Then what he was saying was that I was
Why would they
phoning up.
know where he works? You
I
know
don't
what I
know.
mean? Like, if he's working,
No.
you know what I mean? Don't make sense. Doesn't make
Are you
sense.
finished? Are you finished?
Yeah.
Can I actually speak now and get to the end of my
I'm
segment?
interjecting, man. That's all I'm doing.
Please, you interject with someone else yet, don't you? Bleeding. I'm not into. I'm too old for that kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah, what he did was he was going on about that I was reporting him and reporting people to the DWP. That can get someone in serious crap. That putting that allegation around, and then he said I was phoning the police. If I wanted to get him in trouble with the police, I could have got him arrested ages ago. Because you don't turn round and call someone who's in sex a
Outside.
freak of nature, a freak of nature. That will get them right at your door. So
Yeah, I know.
I take no notice of someone that mentally challenged. And it's like but it's a horrible thing. I can handle JDP because the reason I can handle JDP is because I went in on him as well. So
Yeah.
I always recognize when it's me stayed in the hornet's nest, which I used to do, stayed the hornet's nest. I know when I'm doing it, so I won't go in on a person and never think of reporting them or anything like that. Because, as I say, well, if I don't want them to react, don't poke them and they won't react. But with Murphy, never did it until the man said anything about him. And suddenly all this, but he doesn't realize it's not roasting he's doing. It just comes across as manic. And
Just imagine him like ordering off Amazon or wherever he gets his props. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Going, oh, I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna do. I wonder how much
I
he
mean,
spent on shit and doing like YouTube videos.
he comes on, putting no snotty comments on, and that's up to to put snotty comments on. Where's he going? This is so typical, Craig. So typical. Of someone accusing others of what's true
And
about
can I
them.
just answer this question, like
Yeah.
about the bin, like
Oh yeah.
Tony Morris, right? I live in like the West, the Black Country. 0121 is their area code, Birmingham. Mine's a
Mm,
different area code, like 01384 ours is. So we
it's
don't fall
different.
under. Our council, I gone bankrupt. It's Birmingham Council because it's run by Slims.
Mm. Oh yeah,
You know what
that's
I
it. It's
mean?
a completely different area, isn't it? Completely different.
Yeah, it's about
I've been
10,
to the Black
12 mile
Country.
away. About
Been to
12
the
mile
Black.
away.
I've been to the Black Country once, many years ago, when had to go and see it, and I mean, I had to. There's no choice, and it had to go and see this play that was put on in like this beautiful center, like this community center. Oh Jesus, it was terrible, and I had to sit through it, and I thought, Christ, I thought never again. Things you have to do, but it was oh God, it was horrendous. But that's the odd time. I've been to Birmingham a few times. Birmingham
Mm,
used to be a lovely place.
it did.
It really did. It's really gone to the dogs now. The way it's ended up, it's a tragedy, really, because it was a
And then at
that's
the old markets and stuff there, like the big
yeah.
market there and stuff like that.
I
It's all
don't know what's
gone.
going to
And
happen with the Birmingham Royal Ballet now, because I doubt they'll be able to stay resident there. And I've noticed they've started touring again. So I'm thinking, are they going to be looking for a new home? Oh, come to Liverpool. Come to Liverpool. The Liverpool Empire will have you. If the Birmingham Royal Ballet are looking for a new home, come to Liverpool, please. But yeah, so, but Birmingham, it really has. Good God, it's terrible, isn't it, the way that's turned out?
it's because we know what it is. Because the people in Birmingham, right? While the bins and on strike, the bin man, they was voting to build a bridge in Pakistan, an airport in Pakistan.
Now, that is right. That fella shouldn't have done that. But in fairness to him, right, I'll say there's one thing. I don't like the man. I don't like him at all. But I'll say, and he shouldn't have been talking about that at this time. But as he said, no one was asking the British government to build it. They said we weren't asking for a penny. He said it will get built at the cost of Pakistan, not the British government. He was just asking for the government to put the lena on them to build the airport, but not having to do with it. But as you say, it's right.
Fine.
He
If that's
shouldn't be
true,
thinking
man,
about that.
that's fair enough. But like
But
the
he
thing
shouldn't.
is, right, they do send a load of money abroad, man. They,
Yeah.
they try and get everything they can get, man, and keep sending it back.
The thing is that's causing the havoc, not just with him, but others. It's becoming like they're going into politics, and they're going into politics for and representing other countries like mainly Pakistan. And it's like, no, this is England. This is Britain. You're not representing Pakistan. You're representing Britain. Council tax, people's problems that have voted you in. But it's sectarian. That's it. Politics. That's what's being voted in. This is why I'm not surprised to see this absolute um, chaos between the Indians and the Pakistanis now on English soil. On English soil. That's what's happened. Now, usually the Indians, you never have. I used to say
Integrated.
this. I'll say this one thing, right? No, when I worked with the police, hardly ever saw an Indian called into the station. Couldn't say the same about the Pakistanis. And every time it was a Pakistani, at some point it would be racism they'd be going on about. You're racist, you're racist if they didn't get what they wanted. The Indians you never saw. And so I think the Indians are more like they get on with their life and they don't bother, but it's kicking off, isn't it, between the
Same
two
as
of them?
the Windrushes, man. Same as the Jamaicans and the Windrush.
But again, as they say, they were invited over here, so they do have a.
No, but they integrated. That's what I mean. They
Yeah,
they
I get
respected
what you
our way
mean.
of life.
Yeah. See, some do integrate, some don't. They want to change the country to their way of thinking, but it's all very. And I can't be bothered now being careful with my thoughts on it because people go, oh, no, you can't. I say no. At my age, I don't care anymore about keep your mouth shut. I used to say years ago, I saw this happening in the late 80s and 90s. Saw all this, inclusion and all this. And you say, but it's not inclusion. I said, it's one way. It's like we have to adapt. We have to understand. We have to appreciate their culture. I said it's all, and also ignoring, and this is what I said was the
Yeah.
danger. And this is true. I can remember saying this at the Everyman Theatre, Liverpool. I said this in the early 90s. We were talking. This is just me reminiscing about the past. Now we had this wonderful Indian dancer. Oh, she was very talented, and one of these people that when she taught someone something, she was natural at teaching. And this conversation started about Hinduism, and this people were listening to it, and one of them turned around and said, "Oh, what about Christian and all this?" And it was all cooey, how lovely. And I said, wait a minute. I said, it's not all good. I said, what about the caste system? I said, what about untouchables? I said, what about, different aspects of the religion? And I remember I was shouted down, oh, no, you can't say things like that. And she came to my defense and said, no, she said, we're saying it ourselves in India. She said, what? I've just said. She said, we're saying it ourselves that in the modern age, you can't have this caste system anymore. So I was saying something that was said. Oh, are you, Kelsey, love? Yeah. Now, you just send your apologies now. Send your apologies. 7:19. You call this being on time? She swans in and thinks, oh, she thinks.
Learn the side down, man.
Oh, are you safe, class? Jeff Swan.
Yeah, that caste system's mad in India, eh? You know what I mean?
Well, the Indians themselves have been, as she said, we're uncomfortable about that as well. Well, there's Hindus. When you can't, I mean, not every Indian is a Hindu, but it's a part of the Hindu religion, but they are getting uncomfortable, especially as Indians are getting more affluent, or especially women were getting more affluent. They were feeling uncomfortable with this. Well, wait a minute, why have we got people being kept down just because of the status they were born into? So it most probably will. It's not as bad, but I don't know. I was going to say it's not as bad as it was. I don't know at all.
You can't have your life determined by something you call control. That ain't fair, is it?
No, that's it. And that's why I said you've got to look at the we're too quick to look at we have to, I say, it's like, oh, look at this wonderful art, look at this wonderful dancing. Oh, isn't that nice food? Yeah, it's all very nice, but you've got to look at the whole culture, and you've got to recognize as well that which they won't do. a lot of these cultures as well, there's a lot of sexism against women. A hell of a lot of sexism against women, but they won't address that because you couldn't. Now people are more eager to call it out for some reason, even though they get shouted down. But there's more people now talking out about it.
Me too. One of them, innit?
Are you Sharon Love? Let's yeah. Do you know what? It was Shan's fault. I knew it. Didn't say Kelsey didn't want you hanging around with that one. I don't want you hanging around.
All
That
right,
one's
say Clark, man. Big up that guy.
yeah. That I Sharon, darling. Oh, my little. Just give me 1
Is that
second.
Ronan?
I just need to do something for my beautiful moderator, even though she's late. Here we go. Oh my God, I just got an email. Yeah, come on, ask me what my email was.
It was your new sex toys just been delivered.
Don't, no, I've had a message from Dirty Gacy, JDPs.
Oh, right, yeah.
She said he's kicked, said, oh, here we are, I'll read her out to people. She's saying she's terribly sorry, but he's kicking off bad style that she agreed to come on my show. She said that she'd love to have come on and, mentioned all the strife and drama and how difficult it is to live with them. All these dream boy things about being in prison and having fights, all nonsense. And she was going to send me pictures of him when he was having that affair with Chris, Murphy, but she hasn't sent them through yet. But oh God, she can't turn up. Isn't that terrible? He's stopping her getting on here.
Oh, fucking hell.
I was looking forward to talking.
Trying to keep it down, bro.
I was looking forward to talking to her, but isn't he a control? He's what a coercive controller, a narcissistic coercive controller. That poor woman. If anyone wants to see what she looks like, look on my community page. I put a picture up. Well, it's on the Avi to this, isn't not Avi, the thumbnail to this. So anyway, Craig, come on, spice her up, and anyone that wants to come on, let me know. Spice her up, come on.
I've spoke about everything really that we've been talking about. The only way I can spice it up is talking about this whole thing, because there's characters in it like Jimmy and stuff like that that's gone over to Emma Cockrell's side and that, and it's all mad. It's all kicking off, man. There's been sitting outside her house today, getting pissed, waiting for someone to come and doorstep her, man. With
it's all madness.
That Bobby. So Brian Cockrell's inside, right? You sat up there and I'm outside, like drinking in the sun. Yeah, Bobby Boy. But like that, what? You know what I mean?
Oh, I must admit, I did have a giggle when I heard about he's got a urinary problem, and that made him apparently say things, whatever he was saying.
Oh, that was brilliant. That is, man.
That was like, oh my God, I've heard it all before now.
You can get away with anything. If you've got a urine infection, man, you can get away with anything, man.
You can get away with it all now. Anyway, Sharon, I was going to say, oh, God, what did I hear? I heard you on something the other week, Sharon. I don't know whether it was an old show that was just replayed, but you were kicking. Oh, yeah, it was. You were kicking off to Emma. I just remembered.
I've never seen anybody preen.
It's funny.
Do their hair, preen and fucking part in front of the camera in my life. And it like Brian's in bed or whatever, man, and like whatever men is with, like in the car, is still parking and shit. Like, it don't stop, does it? It don't stop. It's either doing her hair or fucking what the fuck, man. Very insecure.
I say I just can't be bothered watching. I don't watch any of them. I might catch the odd one, but I thought I can't be. You get bored with it. You get totally bored with it after a while. No, right? You suffer because your views go down, which they do.
Yeah.
Christ, they do.
I left it a bit though, man. I've just come back to it. And you have to leave it a bit, man. And then.
I mean, you can see. Look what happened to Bobby. Exactly the same thing happened to him. Blow right down. But in a way, you're just hoping at some point you do something or catch on to something else that will get the people watching you. But God, it's difficult at first. You just don't get any, you're struggling to get people to watch your content once
It
you
was
come way
it
too
was
far.
calling all the women out earlier. I was going, I'm 52. I look the best. I'm better looking than all of you. It was like, show your face to all the women, like,
You
fucking
Welsh
man.
girl, I think, as I say, you just have to leave certain people to it because they're creating the drama for themselves, aren't they?
Yeah, but the reason I'm
Um,
talking about it, Anne, as well, because Cumbrian Truth's in the thick of that shit, like, and you was talking to him, or you did your lives with him about his life, so I just
Cumbrian
thought you'd
Truth, yeah,
like
he's
him.
all right, Cumbrian Truth.
He's in with that though, isn't he, man? Them
I
calling him a
don't know.
liar and he's stirring shit and that. Do you think he is?
But no, I got all kinds. He got all kinds of abuse when I was interviewing him, but he's intelligent. He knows. I've had discussions with him. He knows the score and he knows
He
how
ain't
to.
that intelligent, man. He went to jail twice over YouTube, man. I don't
Yeah,
think you
but
can be
what
that
I'm saying is
intelligent.
he's learned. What I'm saying is he's learned his lesson. You know that
Yeah,
way. He's
maybe
learned his
now,
lesson.
like, yeah, I get you, yeah.
That's what he's done. He's sort of woken up to it and thought, right, he's not going to fall into that trap again, and
But
hopefully
it
he won't
seems like
fall
it's
into that
falling
trap.
into it, man.
Well, I don't know. Just as I say, you can't, can you, Craig? You can't live other people's lives for
Nah,
them.
you can't. You can warn
That's it.
them
You
now,
can't.
like, and that's all you
Anyway,
can
did
do. Isn't it?
did you go and see a Minecraft movie? I know you said you
Yeah,
wanted to
I
see it.
did,
So
man. I
it's good,
did. I
isn't it?
did. Yeah, way better than I expected, to be fair,
Well,
because
that
I see
was
the
it.
trailers and
It was. I went to see it in IMAX 3D, and
did
this
you?
was when it,
Oh,
yeah, when it first came out, and I didn't know all this, that there was all kinds of supposedly trouble with people screaming out, no kids screaming and going
yeah,
mad.
when the bit in the with the zombie and the chicken.
Yeah, there was just all
Yeah,
that I had because there weren't many people in there, funny enough, and there were a line of kids at the back. But all that he did was when he said, "I'm Steve," they sort of screamed, went, "Yeah!" And the chicken one and the zombie.
yeah,
Yet the what was it? Chicken jockey. They went mad,
yeah.
but it wasn't anything that you couldn't handle. But I was surprised. I didn't, didn't have to, I remember you saying, because I said to you in a live before I went to see, you said you won't have a clue what's going on there. I didn't have a clue what the hell was happening, but it was so fast, and the comedy. You could get the comedy parts, even though you
Yeah,
didn't understand the characters, and it was really good. It was. I thought it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I love that chicken bit, man. The chicken, the lava chicken, man.
Oh, the
That all
lava
right,
chicken. Yeah.
Welsh girl.
Oh, I just loved. I can't remember her name. Maglore or
Oh,
something like that. I'll get this wrong. The pig, the witch.
yeah, yeah.
Now she's
Jason
me fit.
Momoa as well. He was quite funny in it, were he?
Yeah, but apparently that pig thing, that witch sorceress, she's not in the game, is she? They made her
Nah,
up
this is
in the
what I
film.
mean. This me and my son had a conversation after the film, like, and we said there's going to be a part two to this because in the game, the Ender Dragon is the main. They have to go to the
Yeah,
Nether and then fight the Ender Dragon,
yeah.
and then
But it
that's
was.
the end of the game.
I'd definitely tell anyone to go and see it. It was good. But my favorite at the moment, say the one that's, and it would have to be something special to top it. Definitely is Flow. Oh my god, I went to see that twice. That was no, the one about the cat.
Mm-mm.
You don't know
No,
the
no.
black cat. There's a
Is
flood
it a
and it gets
horror?
on it. But
Is it a horror?
no, it's a cartoon.
Oh no, no, no. I
Flow,
don't.
you must say it got it won. It caused a storm in the Oscars because it got an Oscar. It wiped Disney and what's the other one? Not Pixar. Is it Pixar? It might be.
DreamWorks.
Eh, Dreamway. It wiped them off the slate and it got the award for Best Picture. And it was made. It only cost them £4 million. It was made with Blender, which is apparently a free thing on the internet. But it's one of these films. Yeah, watching it. Actually, when me and my friend first went to see it, we were bored stiff, and I thought, God, this is bored. Is this just this? But then one thing happened in it. I won't spoil it for people. But one thing happened, and suddenly I twigged. I thought, oh, wait a minute, this has got a message to it. And then something else happened and you sort of walked out, you thought, I've got to work this out because there's no talking in it. It's only animal noises. They don't actually
Oh
talk in it.
man,
So you have to work it out for yourself what's going on. But my God, when you work it out, when you twig what's actually going on about,
here he is.
do you want to come on, Ashley?
Yeah,
It's
man.
oh God, it's profound, but
Cumbrian
that's my
sloth.
favorite so far.
That I love them animals, man. Sloths.
I see I'm the old school, I say sloth. But
Slow.
other yeah,
Sloth.
but
Slow.
it can be
It
slow,
could be.
slow. It's like I say Caribbean, not Caribbean. And, yeah, but it's I say, but you have to be careful with flow because you'll either love it and get it. If you like deep films, it's deep, but you have to work it out for yourself because I say there's no talking in it, so you have to sort of work out what they're going on about. Just show your name face, Ashley.
I'll watch it at home, man. I'll look it up. Like it'll be
Yeah.
somewhere. You know what I mean?
Okie dokie. Ah, yeah.
Hello, Chris.
All right, bro. What's going on
What?
with yo?
I've just had a niggle today. It's something irritating. It's horrible.
I said Axel keeps pulling you up when you say anything about Emma Cockrell, man. She gives it out, man. That's Martha's
See,
philosophy with women.
Craig, I've just had a 45-minute, and that's the end of it with that woman. I tell you what
What you
I tell
just
you what
done?
it is, and I had a 45-minute just little rant about a certain individual. It's beyond me, and you could probably help us out here. Is why does this individual need to go on the way she is when she's got an ill husband at home?
Yeah.
She's got a mental health. I don't know if it's a brother or whatever his name is, living with her and
Dancing
bringing
on
drama.
camera, getting into dance on camera, man.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. And why she's got to bring us all into it. Even she brought Mandy in the chat today, so Mandy was a wrong one. And I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, why do this? Like, realistically, what are you gaining out of this? You're not monetized. People are just sitting there laughing at you, and it's
I
beyond
wouldn't trust any
me.
of them, man. The way they switched sides, you know what I mean? Because they was all on the same team at one point. Like, so I don't trust anybody really. You know what I mean? Because it's your core.
It's one of them where I look right. I look at it very, very, very hard, and I sit there looking different scenarios and what people are talking about, Craig, right? And I just can't work this one out. So I've always been a good judge of character, always have been, but I can't work this person out. And I get targeted for speaking my mind, right? So where's free speech? Now, free speech in my eyes is I'm going to open my mouth and say anything I want because I've got a right
Nah,
to
it
reply.
depends, man. There is some caveats like where you call like if you started talking about like fire, like in a
No,
cinema, man, that's one. But like
it,
there's others as well, hate speech as well, man. If you just
oh yeah. You know what, Craig? Right, since being clean, like I like a little tipple now and then of the Guinness, as we do.
yeah,
But sitting proclaiming that you haven't touched narcotics for 5 years and you're sitting in your jammers at 2:30 in the afternoon with your sunglasses on, drinking wine in front of everyone on your street and on a live.
has been caught snorting on a live, man. You want it back?
I think this channel I'm on here now proved that. But going at people that used to be your friends on here, I don't get it. It's like, why turn your back on so many people? So
Yeah,
many
Brian
people.
Cockrell. He used to have that black seed oil fucking banner in the background, photographs with the sayers and that, right? And then all of a sudden he's like turned on everyone. I get that, man. At the time when it happened, I thought, fuck, you know.
It's like with myself, Craig, right? I've been through the thick of it. I've done 2 sentences for it, right?
Yeah, I know, man. Have you learned
And
now?
I've learned, and this is what I'm saying. There's a little channel, Axel's channel, of course, and I always said, look, I'll help you get up to 500 subs, get you going. And we started the coffee morning, and then she had to come on and make it all about her in general, because I've got better things to do. Literally, I've got miles better things to do than sit on here every 5 minutes of the day.
Yeah.
Now, my biggest concern is what would happen to this individual when these so-called individuals are putting things into her ear, and if something happened to her, i.e., went to prison or a serious assault or anything more extreme to this person, would these people care about it?
No, no.
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 And that's why I don't comment on it anymore. You think just get on with it. You can be what it is. You can be handy because you're hating on the people that someone else wants you to hate on, so they're using you as cannon fodder. But if anything happens to you in the process of it, life goes on at normal. They're not
Something
going
yeah.
to. They're not going to put
Brian's the
their
only guy
liberty
who's
at
gone on
risk.
Donald McIntyre and hasn't been in jail for 3 months, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck's going on there, man? You know, it's weird, isn't it? Like
No,
these
but
men.
like,
Go on.
you've got all this, Craig, here, what happens on here, right? All this. And you know what? Since I've done these couple of lives with Anne, it's opened my eyes a lot more to, like, why am I in this corner anymore? Like, literally, like, there's better
Yeah.
things to talk about. Like,
You can
literally,
be in this corner though if you just ignore all the bad stuff and just talk about normal stuff, man. You know what I mean?
I'm subscribed.
It's possible.
I'm subscribed to 4 people on this corner, and you know what? It's the best thing I've ever done, unsubscribing from a hell of a lot of people. But
Fair play.
my main concern is on here, on this so-called dark corner. There's always been, I don't mind the pun, Craig, a narrative, and that's to out people with seedy crimes, horrific backgrounds,
Yeah.
and to protect women and children. Now, tell me anywhere on here that does that now.
Well, I don't like if I see it, I'll call it out. Like,
But it happens every day on here.
I don't look in the
You-
background now.
No, not in the background. On people's lives, these all target these certain things I've just said
What
there.
lives, man? What lives?
So you've got, how can I say this on Anne's channel? You've got people.
I'm just asking because I don't know.
There's a good few, Craig. There's a good few that we all know of. I'll just say it like that. Where they take individuals to fights, they talk about people's children, target people's mental health. They want to fight all the time. And when people's families are getting targeted, houses are getting set alight, smashed windows, police getting rang, all this kind of stuff.
Social services and shit, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is where I'm trying to come from.
Disgusting, man. Anybody who does that shit, man, like I ain't got no time for, man.
That's just one of
making
those
phone
things.
calls like that. If it ain't true, like if a kid's in danger, man, for real, fucking make the phone call. But if it's just to get score points on YouTube,
that's what I don't
man?
like. They don't realise that, by doing that, they can cause real trouble. I just scum of the earth because I've seen what the social workers can do. Sometimes they do a lot of good, but sometimes they can absolutely destroy a family. And, if you're going to have an argument with someone, have an argument with them, but don't get petty and start reporting them and all that, unless they're doing something serious, very, very serious.
And that's another thing about the social services, and when people cry out for help on here, you see it on a daily. I could say a number of people that come on here because they've got no friends, or they don't like the friends in the family don't like the substance misuse of what they do, and they come on here to speak to people or talk to people because
This
They've
is
got
like
no
a
one
little
wrong.
hobby for me, man.
Oh,
That's
it,
what
it
I've
is for
always
me.
looked at it. Like.
It is for myself, Craig. Right at the minute, I really couldn't give two monkeys about this dark corner. I really couldn't. There's the right people. If I'm stuck on a question or I don't know about certain people, there's always someone there to help you.
Yeah.
Who these people are and what to do, and a bit more about the background. But
I'm one of
that's
them,
not
man,
in.
because like I know the old characters, man. I could give the update.
That's what I'm saying. But everyone can criticize someone.
Yeah.
But like I've always said, people have got seedy backgrounds. People, you don't know these people, Craig. It's like me now. Me walking down your street, right? And I'm just minding my own business, and you're walking past me. I'm not gonna know who you are, but I've slagged you off. I've talked about you.
Oh,
I've
I
said
think
you're
I'd
horrific.
recognise you, man. I think
Everyone
I'd
would.
see you.
No, but what I'm trying to
I
say
think
is,
you'd see me as well, man. I'm
no, but
recognisable, man.
what I'm trying to say is, you're talking to someone on here who doesn't put the real name up, right?
I
And you're
know, I
talking
am.
bad about them people, right? And if you travel, you're walking down the street, and you said something about this person, and they come up to you and do something to you, and you don't know
Yeah,
who they are. You know what I mean? People are
yeah.
going back and forward with people they don't know. It's madness. It's madness.
I think the one that brought home to me how just stupid it is and how insane it is was when I found out that Ellis.
Well, the real gangsters, right? They
Yeah,
don't
well,
even
wait
come
a
on
minute,
YouTube.
Craig. Wait a minute. Do you know what? This is what he
Sorry.
does. Do you see why I say he's got ADHD? He just
Yeah.
can't shut his mouth, can he? No, with Ellis, I found out he'd been stalking my house, and I thought I couldn't work it out. Even to today, I can't work out what the mentality of that is. Why do that? I mean, you can have an online argument with someone, but you think, you know, it's bizarre. I wouldn't even, I'd be saying I wouldn't want to waste my petrol money. Why am I going to waste petrol money on that person? And it's just, honest to God, it opened my eyes to things. I thought, this is absolutely ridiculous. And of course, some people have gone
Who's this?
through.
It's no bullshit, man. Ash, you're noting that, and then see you again, Anne. Like I said to you before.
What was that, Craig?
That last comment, man, in the chat, like.
I've got. It was a mod in my chat, and I don't know who it is, but it's someone that's got a high opinion of Anne. I think it's an ex. I think it's an ex-stalker of one of you, Anne. One of your.
I bet Jim Smith's fucking going mad, man. Me being on here.
I tell you now, they don't frighten me, and I know who it is. I know who it is.
I've got an idea as well, man.
And I can tell you now, I've had. That's why I'm leaving it up there.
Yeah. I knew it is. I'm not going to say.
There's a couple of people I've got in my head, like.
No, I know it is. Demented person who just
is it
really,
MH?
I'm not going to say
no. I'm not going to go there. Craig, right?
It's not Jim Smith. That's definitely for certain. He'd say it himself. I'll give him that. I don't like Jim Smith, but he'd say it himself. He wouldn't go messing about with making a fake account like that. No, I know who it is, and I don't have to do it because I know damn well one day they're going to get the comeuppance.
Karma.
It's going to happen one day. Yeah, because you go so far, then your luck runs out. It always happens. Always happens.
So I was on.
I respect, man. Vanilla Ice, man. He got out the rap game with his soul intact, and now he's like still a millionaire, man. I love that. I just watched a documentary about him, man.
What you been up to, Craig?
Watching a Vanilla Ice documentary. Yeah. I've had the kid the past like couple of weeks, but you know what I mean. That's why I've been laying low after light.
What's your beef with Axel?
I went on his live and somebody said this is the new boss in on YouTube about Axel, and I said is this the new boss with some smiley faces, man? And he went on a rant, man, good on about teeth, all gear, all sorts of shit, man. You know what I mean? I thought, fuck, you know, I want to. Next
You know
time I'll
what
get
about?
to him, man. I want to go on that guy, man. And I did do on Northern King.
He's
I
how
buried
can I
it
put
though,
it?
bro. I think I buried it, man.
He's a good lad. I don't know if you come across the channel on, but I sit and do a coffee morning with him every morning from 9 till 12, and we talk about different subjects and different topics. And
Yeah, but that was the only thing, man. That was the only thing. But I spoke to him yesterday, so like I ain't got no problem. To be fair, now.
there is some good channels on here. There really is, and like I was having a conversation with my mother on. She watched the lives and that we done together, and she agreed. And like there's decent channels, like there's too many people trying to cause too many dramas about trying to be the number one.
That's it. And the only way to get it is by stirring up trouble. But the thing is, as you said before, was it you said, Craig, before, or was it you, Ashley? You know, you could understand it, but some of these channels that are doing this, kicking off and getting all the drama going, they're not even monetized.
They're
And
not,
it's
no,
like, what's
no.
the point?
Yeah, you said that, man.
Yeah, what's the point
I
of
don't
doing
say
that?
that.
But again,
Yeah.
your channel will only last so long, and then it's taken down off you. Because you notice Jim Smith, he has to take down his lives all the time, doesn't he? Because the
Of
algorithm will
course,
get
man. Fucking hell. Especially
the
if I'm on
algorithm.
there, he does nothing but like run you down, man, calling you all sorts of names, man.
Because he wants me. It's obvious he's wanted me for a long time.
I always tell him straight, man. I said you was Anne's biggest fan at one
He
point, man.
was.
So that,
He used to be send me fan emails. I was going to say fan mail, but fan emails. Yeah, you adored me. Used to thought that I was the bee's knees. Used to actually get jealous in the chat if someone was getting attention more than he was.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, he wants me. He really wants a taste of Anne, and because I more or less fobbed him off and said, "Go on, get out of it," that was it. I mean, I had
he said he
to.
was the last one sticking up for you, and he admitted it. He said I was the last one sticking up for Anne, and all this like.
Yeah, but he
you know.
wanted me to pay him in kind. And you know, I'm not into that kind of thing. It's like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'll
He's
tell you,
always on at me just coming on your live though, and it's like torture, man. An hour and a half. He don't shut up, man, about it.
Because he's jealous.
Fucking
He
weird.
doesn't like you getting my attention. Think of it. I'm his dream. I'm his.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
his wet dream.
Excellent.
I'm his penultimate wet dream. So, you talking to him, it's like that's infuriating him because he wants me talking to him all the time. He wants to own me. He's a bunny
He does
boy,
get
really.
angry.
Yeah. Oh, he does. Yeah, he's obsessed with me.
I just don't like it when he sucks his gums. Have you heard it when he talks?
Well,
yeah. I've said that.
I never listen to him because it's the same old crap that comes out of him. But
do you never notice that? And it's the same thing
Terry tackle.
every week.
I hear that like 100 times, man, when I'm on a live with him.
He wouldn't mind getting hold of me tackle and having a good play with it. I can tell you now. I can tell you that for certain. That's true.
I believe you.
It's also. I mean, why would you? Well, Ashley, I've never asked you this. I've asked you in the past, haven't I, about this, Craig? Just let me ask this. Why would a heterosexual straight man want to keep on imagining another man? People say I keep on saying I'm a woman. I've never claimed to be a woman. I can look in the mirror. I don't look like a woman. I look like a man. Now, why would a straight man want to imagine me in all kinds of intimate sexual, really in-depth, grotesque sexual positions? You wouldn't want that in your head, would you? Not another man.
No. It's
and going on about male genitalia. You wouldn't. That's what I say. It's because Jim. It's just well, he's not even denial. He knows what he is. I had those emails from him. He knows what he is and what he's.
I've said this to him. Like that's coming from your brain, man. You know what I mean? That's your brain coming out with this, like. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm his dreamboat. I am. Aren't I? Look, I always said this. Why do I always get the people that are either affected in the head or drunks, or so that's I can't get someone could never get anyone normal that way. Let's put it that way, sober, and no, I mean only people who talk about bleeding beer goggles. That's all I ever got interest from. I'm telling you now. But
Well,
do you like small bald men with glasses?
no,
'Cause that's what I saw on his picture.
no.
is that
But
a
there's a few
picture
men
went
on.
round? Wasn't there a picture went
There's
round supposed to be him, an old man?
Yeah,
yeah.
and he denies it. He denies it. Everything else in the video, what Dodgy Dave done, he admits to, but that ain't him. Fuck off.
See, what
It
got
is-
me
it-
was
it-
that
it-
let's put it this way, Ashley, the nose on him should be bright red. It should be like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It should, and that's what made me question it. Oh, flicker now.
Oh,
What
what about people that don't show their faces on here? You know what I mean? Like, I always remember the petition I done for Karma Corner a good few years back now, where they should be able to show their faces on here, and
Yeah.
people should know who these people are on here, because
that's it.
you don't know
Go
what
on.
people are on here. You know what I mean? You don't know what backgrounds they've got. You don't know what. It's safeguarded. People need to be safeguarded from people that can't show their faces.
It's so they can say the most horrible things, because how it could be like tied back to him. That's what I think. A lot of the people that do it,
Oh, the cowards.
troll.
I mean, Jim Smith could never say that under his own identity. He couldn't do it because he's a coward, like all of them are. At least someone like Emma, at least someone like JDP comes on and says it with their face. So you've got to respect them for that. That's what I say. They do say it with the face. But that's why I don't take notes of Jim Smith, and I don't watch him, and I don't watch anyone that goes on like that, because I think, well, the cowards, they have to do it from behind a mask. But what scares you is that when you get told, you realize they've got kids. It's like, Christ, they're old enough to be grandparents, and they're talking like that. It's like, oh, no, no wonder.
It's like with Emma. I didn't know she was 52.
Oh, yeah,
I thought she was 50, man.
I couldn't believe she was 52.
She's 8 years younger than me.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, it's what, 14 years or so, and then you've got your bus pass. I'm thinking, and you're going on like you're a 21-year-old.
No, she's got 8 years, then she's got a bus pass.
Oh, is she 60 now?
Oh, I was made up. I was like, whoa, I got me bus pass. It was great. I thought it was great.
No, but did you know Brian's a cook? In a way, he's a cook, isn't he? Because his missus goes with other men there, and he don't mind.
That's not to talk about here, Craig, lad.
No, it's true though, isn't it? Why, Cumbrian? I've heard you say fucking.
But it's not for this platform, Craig, if you know what I mean.
Not this platform, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
go on, then. I'll agree, man.
You're
learning off Axel, man.
Tell you what, go on.
Like that,
what you've learning. Got to do, Craig, what you've got to do, you've got to go on Jim Smith's and say all that, and really say it bad. Really,
they always say to me, man, I'm bullying Brian Cockrell, man. I wasn't saying anything about him until he was in a wheelchair, man. That's what they keep saying.
Ash, don't be ageist. Do saying that. Ageist.
So how's Anne been? What's Anne been up to?
Brian Cockrell said he's going to be waiting around the corner for me one day.
Excuse me. Someone's showing some interest in me. Someone's showing interest in me, Craig, for, can I answer this interest in me and how my day's been, please?
Yeah. How's your day been, Anne?
Yeah, well, Ashley, thank you for asking. Oh, God, it hasn't been good today. I must admit, it hasn't been good. I'm a positive person. I never moan, never complain, never have a bad word to say about anyone. Just, that's my personality.
You told me earlier to spice things up, man. You know what I mean?
Well, anyway, my gums right on the bottom. My bottom recessive teeth. Knowing you can get a bit of inflamed gum.
Yeah.
Oh, it's driving me mad. It's not a pain, but you know when you want to get something and go jab into it because it's really driving you mad.
Yeah.
It's getting on my nerves. So I've got to wait for that to go down. But that's been getting on my nerves all day. See, that's
Yeah.
my sad life. I have to get preoccupied by my gum if flaring up a bit. So that's the sad life I had. But other than that, it's been a lovely day.
That's lucky, man. Fucking hell, my joints sweat like flare up and
That's the
get
swearing, Craig.
inflamed.
Oh God, here we go. My headache's worse than your headache. Come on.
No, I'm
Go
just
on,
saying, like
steal
my
me
joints
thunder.
get inflamed
Go
and that.
on,
Like,
steal me thunder. Yeah, and Koshka, I don't see me cat. Once the weather gets even a tiny bit hot, that's it. He's out all night and day. But he gave me a mouse last night. He came with a present, a mouse. Dead mouse for me to look at and pet him over.
all right there,
Yeah.
Knox. I was trying to think who Nazza was then.
Nazza?
Narrative, I
Uh,
think.
What's
Go-
did you catch any of the lives me and Andon, Craig?
Yeah, I watched a bit of them. I
Yeah,
commented
do you know
on
what
it
he
there.
does? I calls him out the other day. Do you know what he does, Ashley? He comes on, right? Calls him lovely the other day. Didn't we, Mandy? We calls him lovely. And then he put in me comments, to let me know that he was there. And I thought, I'm just going to shout him out to see if he's still there. And it was only
My
like
son
a
was
minute.
here, man.
And he'd run off. He doesn't watch them. Go on, ask him, question him. Come on, then. What was your favorite
I
bit
was
of me
flicking
talking?
through, and I just thought I'd have a look.
You
Like, and
haven't even looked at it, have you? You haven't even looked at it.
I did. I knew
Tell the
somebody had
truth.
boobs on there, man.
Oh, that was Raji Naray's thing. You know,
Yeah, man.
Raji
He had
is a
some
woman.
big titties.
You know, Raji's a trans woman.
Yeah.
Do you know she's a trans woman?
Is that?
Hmm?
We
Because
still
when
had
you
big
came on
tits.
saying,
So it was a
saying
man
that,
with big
God,
tits.
she's
Did
got,
I say I wanted to shag her? I said her had big titties.
oh, she has got. She is. Let's put it this way: she's ample in the breast department, isn't she? Very, very ample in the breast department. But she's lovely. I mean, what she's been through, my God, is absolutely horrendous. That she's even still
Have
here.
you been
to talk about.
serious about the transgender thing?
Yeah, she's famous in America. She
All
was
right.
on Botched. She was on Botched.
Yeah.
To explain to people who don't know, I'll explain it quickly. She had injections in her face and her breasts and her backside. Great for a year. Then her face really blew up and started reacting badly and disfigured her. She's still, you can see it now, even now after all the surgery she's had. But anyone else would have been flawed and destroyed. One woman died from it. Well, one trans woman died from these injections. It was literally industrial cement that was put in her
Yeah,
face.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
And so it made her overnight a huge, like a celebrity all over the world. So she's been through it. She's been right through it. But she still smiles and laughs and giggles. She's great.
Yeah, it's like
Absolutely
that
great.
woman who had cooking oil in her face. It was beautiful.
That was
Japan
bad.
or China.
No, it's wasn't it the Philippines or somewhere like
The
that?
Philippines, one of them countries, man. Sorry.
It was sad
the one.
she put cooking oil in her face. Oh God, I remember that. That was terrible. That.
What was that?
Nah, but you also had seen her before. How beautiful. It was fit, man. You know what I mean?
What
Yeah.
was
And
that? What was that? Is it Katie Piper that got the acid in the face as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, that one on
was
this
horrendous.
morning.
Not this morning. This Loose Women, isn't it? She's on.
Has been on this morning as well. I think.
I watched that a couple of weeks back. That was interesting.
See, this but it's how people recover from it. That's what absolutely is amazing. You know, they just get old. Well, they don't just get old.
They're making a new Freddy Krueger, man. About that.
There's some
Berkey's got the lead, man. No, he starts Tony Berkey. No, I'm only joking.
That's
bringing
one
it
man
out
I
there.
know. He's one for you, Craig, right about that man, right? And step in on it if I'm going a bit too far, please. obviously people are calling what he is at the minute, right? But all people's got about this person is a voice call of someone and a page missing from an acro. But when this person TB will call him,
Oh, wait, get off him. He's a scumbag. I couldn't be arsed with him. Low life.
I just
I can't. Do you know what? I'm telling you now. No, he's a low life. He's a scumbag. I wouldn't entertain him for a second. And it was me that actually was the one that ousted him over the thing, over his paperwork. When I saw it, I thought there's something wrong here. But no, I wouldn't give him the time of day. I wouldn't.
yeah, I thought I was going to go a bit too far there, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him the time of day. And really, I could have helped him out with information I had. I could have helped him out in a certain situation. And I thought, no, I'm keeping way out of it. Way out of it. Because they want, I know that his enemies wanted me. Not his enemies. No, that was it. I've got that the wrong way around. I could have.
Scrumptious. That's why I changed it, man. That's why I changed it. Because he says an all. I thought, put my name back.
It's just certain things on it just doesn't sit right with us on it. It doesn't. And
he's a scumbag. And let me tell you this, right? I don't care whether Evan's true about him or not. I wouldn't cross the road to meet him. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go out of my way to meet him. He's totally ages ago. He tried talking to me and all that, not interested. But at the same time, I know people would love me to go in and have him pulled over this, situation where my house was getting stalked. And I won't do it because I know that the game they're playing, the people who want me to do that are the same people who attack me.
Yeah.
So it's I'm not getting involved. Either way, I wouldn't help him out and I wouldn't help them out. Both ways.
Remember when they had the child protection team going, like the group of like Paddy and that, like the child protection
God,
team.
don't even get into that. That's
it used to make me laugh at Ash, dude, man. When he was doing, I'm gonna wash your eye patch, man. That's stuck in my head.
This is where I get Craig, right? Is the things I used to say in the past. I'll say that again. Used to say in the past.
Yeah.
And everyone was calling us delusional, mental health issues. And then I see people coming out with it now, and they're trying to make it out to be a truth. Now, I done 2 years for it, Craig. You know what I mean? I done over 2 years.
You've done more jail than Brian Cochran.
I've done more jail than half of the money, lot. And it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
I know, but you know what I mean.
We have to add this. We have to add this. Everyone's done more time than JDP.
That boy, I just, oh my God, that is the most immaturest lad I've ever seen in my life. Honest to God, sitting there with your Matalan bloody suit on, with your £4.50 cigar, man. Come on, fella, like literally, man. What are you doing? he literally got that suit out of Matalan. Because you can take a picture and put them on a website and see where you get like the clothes from, and it come from Matalan. And then I googled his cigar because he had the little sticker on it, and I was going through, and it's £4.50. I thought,
I haven't watched him for ages, as I say. I haven't watched him for ages. I just seen him in your chat, so I thought I'll wind you up here. I like winding him up now and again.
Craig, I don't even know what that channel is all about. I really don't.
What it is, he's just out, Ashley, to make money, and fair dues to him.
Yeah.
He's doing what he's having the success at the moment. I mean, he's just doing what people who have monetized channels want to do, make money. So he's chasing the money. So you can't blame him for that in a way. He's showing intelligence in that respect. He's not just making it, but the thing is
But
that
you know,
he
our Jake has got like a history like of a gambling problem, right? And he's addicted probably to YouTube because it brings in money now. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's
Like,
like kind of the same
I
thing,
do,
right?
I do find him funny, Craig. I do find him funny, but you
Sometimes,
just
yeah, he does come out with
you
a few good ones, don't he, man?
you sit there and think, are you okay, fella? Are you all right? Like, bloody hell, are you trying to be like Donald Pump or bloody Tony Blair or something, like sitting there like you're not Al Capone, mush. You're not.
Well, he reckons me
Straight.
and Craig are doing things to each other, aren't we, Craig?
I know, man. Fuck you know.
Bloody
Remember when
hell,
he went
On
Phil.
back?
one minute he's saying, "I don't leave me out," right, and then the
Uh,
next minute I'm sleeping with Andrew Guy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh well, I've had it all this weekend because I've been travelling. I've been going all over the place, as you do when you've got a normal life, travelling all over England. And then who's paid for this? Andrew Gordon. Oh, are you in the
This is
hotel
it.
with Andrew Gordon?
Do you know what? Everyone's getting paid. I was saying to Humble the other day, oh, shock horror, I'm still in contact with Humble. Yes, I am. But I said to him the other day, I said, I'm going to sue you. I said, because according to what I'm hearing, everyone gets paid for you by you, and you haven't given me no payment. So come on, pay me.
I don't know
Everyone's
anything
getting
about
paid by
like
you.
that Sayers thing. Like I watched a documentary about him, man, and he was being interviewed. John Henry, I think, and he was accused of rape. Like, but the woman said that the perpetrator had a tattoo, and he even got no tattoos, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, get off that. Get off that.
Oh,
That's not for this
Craig,
channel.
that's not for you,
Get
lad.
off,
I
That's for
Craig.
watched
you,
it the other
dog.
day,
No way.
man. Nah,
I don't
because
care.
it's all
Just
in the
don't do it.
feed.
Just don't. Craig, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not
Please,
getting
All
Craig.
right,
involved.
all right, all right.
I don't even know that situation, but I don't get involved in it because I don't know
It's
what happened. It's
dark.
dangerous,
I don't know
and
what
you best
channel's
keep away.
putting it up, man, but there's a
Well,
channel
don't
putting all
shut
this shit
up.
up.
Just shut up. Shut up. Right off that subject right now. Off that subject right now.
I was
Because
Monday anyway. Monday
What's your
games.
favourite sandwich? Nah, because
Oh,
JDP did a sandwich review from this local shop. He's like, shop down the road. He reviewed like a cheese and summit sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, what's your favourite sandwich, Jan?
my
I don't
favourite sandwich
go
would
on.
have to be a crisp sandwich. Can't be a crisp sandwich. Bit of Walkers, a bit of
I
cheese
did
Oh,
on
Bibby,
top.
man. Yeah, in the background, man. I did.
I used to make my own, but I make my own bread now, so I hardly. But I used to love crisp buzzies, oh cheese and onion crisp buzzies, and I still say to
Oh,
this day, Tato crisps are the best. Tato,
oh yeah,
oh
You
yeah.
know,
cheese
when
and
I
onion
was a
buzzy.
kid, right, I used to take my sandwiches apart, man, like, and go to the fire and melt the butter on the fire, man, like, and get it a bit crispy and then eat it, man.
Oh,
When I was a little kid, like about 6 and 5 and that, man.
tell you what, the bet I haven't had, but I bought a sandwich years ago, and it's because I don't eat meat or fish, and Tesco did this vegan prawn one, and I thought, so I'll have to try that. And do you know
Vegan.
what?
Oh,
Prawn, yeah, honest to God, you wouldn't know it wasn't
I
prawns
like
because I had to look
prawns.
at it closely. I thought, is this? And then when I looked close, I thought, no, it's not prawns. That was my
All
I
right,
favorite.
was
cool, cool.
vegan for 6 months in the jail, right? Have you ever been to Greg's and tried a vegan sausage roll?
Oh, they're not good.
No,
Oh,
I didn't like
the
them.
vet.
I've been to
Oh,
Greg's today, man. Steak, bacon, a fucking chicken and bacon club roll, baguette, man.
mm.
Fucker.
Here we are, baby. Do you want to come on?
PP. He's another panelist.
Yeah.
PP's good
PP.
stuff.
Yeah, he's been
Oh,
on for ages
PP.
though, because of all that shit that went on, man. Fucking people grassing him up and shit, man.
Oh, I
He's
get
all screwed.
ignored by it. Go on, baby. Ignoring me, like ignoring me. Yeah. Baby, you'll have to tell me what the thing is you use to get your raffies because they're pretty good, aren't they? I couldn't put my bleeding camera. Well, I actually got my camera on, but I couldn't be asked using it.
Did you sort your internet out on the computer?
It's still a nightmare. I was saying to Craig before when we started, said I really need a new computer, I did, because this is just annoying. I'll waste ages. When you just cure one problem on it, another problem arises, and it's like, and I keep on putting off because I can't afford it unless I
Yeah.
get it, over a couple of years. Because I've worked out you have to get the best you can, not a make do
You
reconditioned
have,
one.
man, when it comes to stuff.
I used
We'll
to
have to
actually
set.
build years ago. I used to actually build computers. I could build them.
Did you?
I actually studied it. Yeah, that was over 20 years. Oh God, 25 years ago. That's how long ago you used to be able to build computers. Now, of course, if you said to me, build a computer, I wouldn't know where to bleed the stars. Didn't have half the things we have now, but they were easier years ago. Computers, you just used to tell them what to do, and they do it. Not like now, where you have to learn all kinds. I gotta say, oh, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. I mean, look at that. I mean, he's putting a show on to get into competition with me. Isn't that lovely? He's going to rob
Maybe
all this. Baby, fancy
Hey,
doing that.
man,
I
oi,
mean,
have some
time and interest,
decorum, bro.
have some decorum. Actually clashing with me. That's lovely, isn't it? I mean, I must say that hurts. That hurts deep. It cuts
And he
deep
just
into me.
dropped
That
by.
does.
He dropped by to say so as well. Cheeky.
Yeah, to rub salt in the wounds. That's what
he's
he
got a
did.
he has got a good channel. Like I watch it every now
I
and then.
know, I
Like
like Biggie, man.
he's, he's
Kung
got.
Fu Kev. Kung Fu Kev.
That's a man that you know what I could just sit there and laugh at all night. And there's another one.
Well,
What's his name? Spunkfish. You ever come across that channel?
Spunk,
That's
I've
hilarious.
seen him a couple of times, man.
do you know what gets me when you get someone and they're obviously, a piss take channel? In other words, they're joking. They're not being genuine about what they're saying and doing. They're just taking the pay. And people really take them seriously and start getting upset with them. And it's like, it's a joke. It's a joke channel. They're just taking the pay out of it and they really get wound up. There's a woman on TikTok and she had a baby, right? Little girl. And it's obviously a girl. She's only about 1 or 2. And she's going on about, oh, my son is transgender and we're going now to get him treatment and all this. What she did, she got a little girl and pretended she was a boy, making out that she was going for a gender reassignment for a child because she's in the wrong body. He's in the wrong body, that's it. And people took her seriously, and you want to hear the kickoff about it. And it's like, she's joking. Another one goes round and she gets all this crap, right? Like sausages and bacon, cooking it in loads of lard so it's swimming in fat. Then she'll get a drink, a milk put in a baby's milk bottle with protein powder, shake it up, and that's a baby's breakfast, she says. Of course, she's
Oh yeah, I've
not,
heard of this one.
and they go insane. She's making a mint out of it though, getting people wound up. You never actually see the child which is telling eating
Yeah.
or drinking any of this. She just puts it by them and then the camera goes. It's like I think she's playing the game. I admire people like that. I love people who can, get people
Because
so
that's creative,
wound
man.
up.
It's creative.
Yeah,
You know.
but to get them really wound up, they do. So let's see, where's Baby? It's Baby still, even though he's going to go in a minute, and you rob all my viewers, but we have to accept that, don't we? I'm going to have no view. I'll have about 1 viewer. Ending my show early. I mean, that's nice, isn't it? That's nice. Anyway, Baby, I want to know. You'll have to tell Kelsey because I know you and Kelsey can communicate, can't you? Because you don't follow me on Facebook, do you? Tell Kelsey where you get your Avi thing from because I'd like to try some of them. I think those Avis are brilliant, especially that robot one.
He's on Instagram, you know.
Oh, I'm on Instagram, but I've been banned.
I'll send you his link over after.
I've been banned for 20 hours though.
Ooh.
Well, I was banned for 2 days
hours.
actually
Ooh,
because of the video.
What's Sam been up to?
All that I did. Do you remember? I can't remember the name. Do you know that wrestler one? And she looks. You think she was
China.
a trans man? What?
China.
No, not China. What's her name? Oh God. Anyway, this other wrestler kissed her. Male wrestler kissed her, and she went mad because he went up to her and kissed her in the face. Oh God, what's her name? She's famous, but
How long ago was this?
I was saying it's only about 8 months ago, something like that. Well, I posted it where he kissed and she goes mad. She's absolutely fuming. But she's a big girl. She's a
There's a
big,
wrestler
strong
called
girl. Definitely a
Tyler
woman.
Rex. Tyler Rex.
No, it's not that. I can't remember what. Well, wait a minute. Give us a second and I'll find out. It's a straightforward name. Give us just 1 second and I'll try and see if I can find it.
Yeah, because I know my wrestling things, man.
Let's see. Where do I need to look? Let's see. I know a name. It's just names
Was it
come
in
out
the
of my.
WWE or was it AEW? Was it
Oh God,
independent?
I don't know, but I'll tell you now. What's her name? Maybe once I get if I can. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Gabby Garcia.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Gabby. Well, if you Google Gabby Garcia, you'll know what I mean. She's a big, strong woman. She is. She's very. You'd think it was a trans woman. You'd think, oh, that's a trans, but it's not. She's a woman. She's fully woman, and she goes up and kisses, and she goes
Type in
absolutely
Nicole
crazy.
Bass. And type in Nicole Bass. Have a look at her, man.
I think I know Nicole Bass. Let's see. I'll try now.
Shit, the steroids like wrecked her, man.
Bass, was it?
Yeah. BASS.
And
Oh,
I've got to
Jesus.
shoot.
Oh, I have seen it before. Christ. That definitely
And
is.
I've got to shoot off.
Okay.
Right,
Thanks
Yes,
for coming
thank
on,
you for
Ashley.
take it
having us on.
easy. Take it
Thanks,
easy,
Craig.
man.
Thanks,
Stay
Craig.
out of
I'll
trouble,
put
bro.
Bibby's Instagram in your back chat for you.
You're going to watch Bibby, aren't you? I know. It's
No,
all right, mate.
I'm going out for it.
Anyway, see you now. See you.
All right, thank you.
Bye now.
See you later, bro.
But yeah, oh God, yes, she is. That's definitely enhanced that one, isn't it? God,
Yeah, he wrecked her, man. I died young as well. You know.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, died really like it was in her 40s, I think. Late 40s.
Gabby Garcia, she was funny when she was fighting this fella because at first she refused to fight with him because he tried to kiss her. You know the way they size up to each other, they start looking into each other's face. They were going to do that, and she's towering over him, looking down at him. And so, as she's doing it, he jumps up and kisses her, then runs away, and she's going absolutely ballistic. But then she did it, and when they're fighting, you see it at one point. He's on the ground with her, trying to get control of her, and she pretends to fall asleep on the ground. And it's like, oh God! But she's oh God, she is absolutely very strong. Because some women are born like that. That's it. It's like some of the
Jade
Russian.
Cargill, man. In the WWE at the minute, Jade Cargill. Her name is, man. Her's like fucking like one of them Viking warriors, women, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she looks feminine now at the same time, man.
Yeah, but you see, you won't remember. I remember the big kickoff about the Russian athletes years ago, female Russian
I
athletes.
do. I remember. I don't. I won't, but I've heard about it.
Well, they weren't. They were accused of being enhanced, but then then there was the thing, where the intersex because they were so masculine beside them, and with some intersex women, what can happen? They can, if they work out, bulk up really strong like a man because they have the
Thick
testosterone.
eyebrows and that, like.
Yeah, they can really bulk up, and it's what you do. Do you say to someone because they're insects when you can't compete, even though they're more female than what they are male?
But the Russians, man, they did dope their fucking.
Oh, some of them
There's
did.
a documentary about it like that. There's a film about it on
Some of them
Netflix,
did.
like about it. Yeah.
What do you say? I have to be careful. I remember that. I have to be careful what I say. Yeah. There's used to be a Olympic British woman. Now I'm not going to say what she used to major in because Oh, we'll do javelin thrower. And I heard things. Let's put it that way. She became a championship javelin throw and all this. There's a few of them, so you won't work out who it is. But she, I heard things about her.
They call them
Ah.
ringers, don't they? You know what I mean? Putting a ringer, somebody who's like, I supposed to be there. That's what it is. They used to do it back in the day all the time, I bet, like to win stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, what women used to as well, they used to get, oh god, this sounds disgusting. If they were using steroids or something like that, or using
Yeah.
male hormones.
Yeah.
Here we go. Just going to put this. Well, they used to. Oh god, what was it? I've gone out of my mind now. Yeah, they used to get another female that they knew that wasn't using, and they get the urine, and before the pee test, they'd actually insert the urine into their own cavity, and then pee on the thing, and that got them through.
Because they can tell if it's been added after. You call added later, like they can tell if it's been through the body or not. That's why they had to do it that way.
Baby, just do us a favour, right? Because I'm just thinking, because someone was in here before. I know you can't show your face. Get your face out the way of the camera and just wave at the thing, so it's just your hand. There we are. Here we go.
When I was using
I'll take a
drugs
chance.
back in the day.
Yeah, I haven't even got a cam connected on the PC.
Oh, you're all right.
If I turn it on, it's just that.
Yeah, it's just I thought there was someone trying. Do you remember that time when it got porn bomb, Craig?
Yeah.
Someone was pretending to be PP, and it just let me thing go off the. But it was funny at the same time.
Do you use OBS to like run your PC stuff for your PC? Like,
no, but I'm going to start learning it because it comes in handy, doesn't it? OBS.
It's a very handy tool.
I've actually got it on my computer, but I keep on saying, I'll have to use that. So is that what you use for your avies?
Yeah. I basically run the whole stream through OBS now. I barely use StreamYard now. because I thought, why am I going to pay £30 a month when I can use a free app that can do all of the same thing?
And that's what I'm thinking of, because a lot of I've decided, when I'm interviewing people, I'm going to pre-record them. I'm not going to have them going, because I was always being distracted by the chat, and I always felt so rude looking at the chat when the person was talking to me. So I start
the chat up while I'm doing the thing, man.
I know, but you have to keep your eye on it, don't you? But
you could, if you was going to interview people, you could do it in a recording studio.
Yeah.
Then there would be no chat on the screen. You can just full screen your interview and have your full attention on that. Just do it in a recording studio. I don't even have to hit record, I don't think. You can just use it and record the screen.
Re-record, don't fade away. Re-record, don't fade away.
I've got your Instagram. Oh, thanks for that.
That's the avatar thing. You basically you set it up in that, and you can find thingies if you just search avatars. There's like pre-made ones. You can make ones yourself.
Oh, that'd be great. Because I like to play around with stuff like that. I know get something more. Because I keep on saying, no, I've got to spend time, starting to actually look at things and getting them sourced out. But yet I've heard OBS is I was supposed to learn it a while ago, but I just never got round to it. But I'm going to start.
YouTube's your best friend in learning anything, really. Just if you don't know something, just YouTube. Oh, how do I do this in OBS? And someone will have a video for it. And
teach
you how to do it. So really, that's the
best
way to learn.
Computer games, and I'm fucking stuck.
It's the best way to learn anything, really. It's just a wealth of knowledge. You type in anything is going to be on YouTube. So
it's like that. I took a Microsoft Edge off my computer the other day because I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Oh, it's horrific, isn't it? Yeah,
it's horrendous. It is like a spam on your computer, a virus that goes on.
Don't say spam around here, man. You know what it means.
Every time you update your PC, it automatically goes, "Oh yeah, you want to use Edge now?" It's like, no, I don't want to use Edge.
And what it does is it signs you out of everything. It was signing me out every day because I wouldn't give it the answer it wanted. So I thought, right, I've got to get this off my system, and you can't just delete it because Microsoft want you to have it on there.
Yeah,
So
it
I
comes
had,
pre-installed.
so I came in, I looked at this thing where he says you do it this way, and it takes it off. But he said it can suddenly come back, but just take it off again. But you have to go here, there, and everywhere to get it actually off your system because it's annoying. It's so annoying. I don't mind, but when it's kicking me out of me Facebook and I have to sign in again, and me everything, it was kicking me out of absolutely everything.
Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it?
Because it's bullying you. So how are you getting on?
All this
with
tech talk, man. I'm just sitting here going,
I don't know. What were you saying then, Craig?
oh, you was on about the urine test. It has to go through the body because they can tell. Because when I was on drugs, like I tried to, like,
No, this was years ago, Craig.
I
Before
put methadone in my urine. I injected methadone in it to say I was taking it when I walk. You know what I mean? And they could tell.
Oh,
it has to
yeah,
go
they'll
through
be
your
able to
body.
tell
That
that.
would come
Freaking
back
hell,
as
of
like
course
a
they can tell.
massively high dose because your body
Yeah.
hasn't processed it. That's why
It'd
they
be
have
like,
to tell.
you can die
Yeah.
from too much methadone, you know. I think they'd say, well, he wouldn't be walking around if you just injected it into us. That could, but I remember when I worked for the probation service, this is a funny story. And we had this nurse there, and she used to test. It was with users on drug testing and treatment orders to keep them out of prison. Anyway, she told us this. I said, I've just had the shock of my life. This one, she was a heavy user. This one that used to come in really heavy. And she said, oh, I haven't had me methadone she hadn't had it for 2 weeks. And she said, I've only remembered now. And the nurse thought, oh, here we are. Come on. So it's going to be, she'll have used. She said, it's going to be through the roof. There's no way she won't be proven positive. And she said, on Scott, she said, and nearly died. She said she was clean. Totally clean. And she said, well, wait a minute. She said, if you didn't know, because you simply forgot and you got through 2 weeks without using anything at all. She said, why don't you just give up? And she turned around and said, no, she said, it's because I know now. She said, I know I haven't. She said, if I don't have it now, I start feeling the symptoms. Isn't that the weirdest thing? And she was a heavy user as well. Heavy user. The power of the mind, eh? If you could harness that, you could get over anything. But because she
I did
didn't think,
harness it, man. Like a lot of my friends, like started shoplifting and begging on the street, man, and I never did because, like, I spent my own money, sold my own stuff, man, and like, I rationed it. I rationed it because when it became that I had to just take it to be normal, I rationed it out so I could just be normal through the day. You know what I mean? I wouldn't shoplift for it, man. I can't do that. The only shoplifting I did was when I was like 8 and 9 and that. I was nicking pogs, right, goosebump books, right, and £50 Parker pens, gold plated. You know what I mean? And then selling them for mad prices at school. But like while I was on there, no cameras back then now. See, I'm like a clever person, man. If I can get away with it, I'll do it, man. But nah.
well, now
Not
you can
these
shoplift
days.
and get away with it, can't you? People are
Well,
just
anyway,
walking
I've
into
got to jump
shops.
off. Have a good show. I'll speak to you another time. I'll jump on next time.
Okay then, baby.
Yeah, man. Take it
Nice
easy,
one.
baby, man.
You take care now. Thanks for calling on anyway. Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, like I said, man, like I was too ill to run about, man. Like if you're ill off the rattling and that, like shoplifting, like you ain't gonna get away.
Now you
Because if you
can.
feel like
Now
shit.
you can. I've seen
Yeah,
it
because
now.
they just let you walk out, don't they?
Walk out now. I'm thinking, why am I paying for food when I could just go in there and just say, right, I'll have that, and that. Yeah, as
Nah,
long as
but
you
them videos, what you see online of them people just walking out, them all a certain colour. There ain't no white ones doing it, haven't they? Because if you was a white guy doing it, they'd be all over you, man.
I've got makeup. I can put makeup on. Can't I? Or I could wear one of those face coverings, couldn't I?
Yeah. I think it has to be over like £500 or something, or even more, for the police to like even be bothered about it.
Oh, I know, they just can't be bothered. I remember it never used to be like that. But I remember they used to get annoyed with some of the stores because some of the stores would want someone arrested and charged for stupid things, like a packet of mints
yeah.
or something. And what they didn't realize, and I told them because ahead of a very old Bobby who had long left the force. And what he used to do when the stores would say over something stupid, we want them arrested and we want them the statement taken off them and them taken to court. He used to say, right, I'll book you at the interview room, you come in and take the statement off them. Legally, actually, it's supposed to be the security guard that takes the statement off them.
Yeah, I agree, man. Small
Yeah.
stuff, man. There should be a limit on it. Like, if somebody's like nicking a sandwich or something, man, I don't think the police and that should be involved. But like, if them like, like these Roman gypsies, man, they've got them fucking big skirts on.
Yes.
Them should be prosecuted, man, because them like taking like bulk, you know.
Well, wasn't
They're like somebody stealing because they're hungry, is it? Like somebody might be
That's
hungry.
what I mean. That's
know?
what I mean. It's different if someone is absolutely desperate, and they're the poor sods that will be caught and charged, won't they? Sods Lord are the ones who are doing it because they're absolutely desperate. But some stores, they used to what they do, depended which area it was in. They'd say to the person, "Here we are. You either pay for it or you put it back. We won't get the police involved, but you're barred from the store." And that was the agreement. They used to do it like that. They couldn't be bothered getting the police because it's a hell of a task for them because they lose. The store detectives have to give statements and everything. It's not worth monetarily doing it. It's not worth it at all. But anyway, I'll start winding up in a minute.
I think that, the amount of money that them companies make, like supermarkets and that, I think they should be able to hire better security, but they don't want to fork out for it. You know what I mean? They could get G4S or Serco, man, to do the security for them, and I guarantee you. I know them horrible people. I know them horrible, but when you see these like security guards, like in the supermarkets, like they don't look like.
I tell you what, I must admit, these ones that you can tell the migrants because you can tell by their accents the migrants. I've noticed them in the stores, a lot of them being used, but they don't mess about. They don't mess about. They do the job, and that's what I think it is. They don't know if someone tries to rob, they're right there stopping them, and they don't mess about at all.
But I see the video where some migrants, you right, they were shouting at it, "You can't do this, pay for it now." But they stopped him. He just walked out with a bag full of stuff, man. A big bag full, like a sports bag or something.
Yeah, just looking at this. Have you seen in America, China has stopped supplying them with goods? Everyone's stocking up on things. Oh, I tell you now, did you hear about that power cut in Portugal and Spain?
Yeah, Madrid, man. It was all
looks
cheering.
like we better get ready. We've been getting warned about this. We better get ready.
Cyber attack.
Well, I don't know what it will be, but
I know. Have you seen them little adverts like on YouTube when they say like, "Oh, get like power cut ready" and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Why? It's like they know it's going to happen. Why? How do they know it's going to happen? Because they fucking planned it. That's how they know. You know what I mean?
I think what is. I'm all right. I've got my oil lamps. I love my oil lamps, so I've got them. I've got me gas, camping gas stove and all that. So I'm all right with that. But the only thing that terrifies you is if the fridge and freezer go off.
I know, yeah.
In this weather, everything's going to be spoilt in no time at all. So that's the only, and I'd love to have it, one of those generators, but to keep a freezer going, the cost of
it's going to run out. It's going to run out fast. Get a big piece of marble, man, like the Victorians did, man, before the fridge.
Yeah, that's it. I remember that the big, not only the marble used to have, what was it, slate, big, thick piece of slate, and it would be cold, and you used to put it in the larder. We used to have larders back then, and it would keep everything cold. It would do. It was just as good as any fridge. I'm telling you now, as good as any fridge. So, pity we still don't have them.
My nan's still got one. Like, has got like, it calls it the shop because it's like full of all tinned food and that. Like, just in a case, like, man.
It would keep your it would keep your veg cold. It would keep your milk cold. It was, I tell you now, as good as any freezer. Not freezer, fridge. Definitely as good as any fridge. They were great. They were. Used to have a bigger, say, slate. They were the ones I remember. And you put your hand on it even in the summer, and it'd be freezing cold, the slate, naturally. Absolutely brilliant it was. But the spiders used to get in there. That's what I used to hate. For some reason, even though it was cold, the spiders used to love it. Used to be like, oh, hate it.
I'm prepared. If the internet goes down, I'm prepared, man. I've got my DVD collection, man. I sold them. I'm keeping them.
Yeah, you need your DVDs. I've got loads of DVDs. So definitely that's going to be... But if the electric goes, you won't be able to watch DVDs, you dope.
I know, but I mean, if the internet goes down and we've got power, but no internet, like, or we call watch telly, for instance, but we can still watch our DVD. That's what I mean. Like,
that's all that you've got to do as well. Say, make sure you've got dried foods as well, loads of dried foods, so that you're not going to run out. Because I tell you, the first thing that goes is bread, sugar. If you're into sugar, I don't use sugar, and milk. They'll be the things that will be hit hard first. And I remember all that.
The sell-by dates as well. That like on crisps and that, them lies, most of them, man.
Oh, no,
just to make you buy more.
Well, what it is, it's not to make you buy more. That's the standard that they have to go by. But they say that they're okay to eat them. You don't. It's like eggs.
It's like all in the word, and it says best before. You know what I mean? It would say like.
But that's not the stores. That's not the stores doing that. That's bleeding the food agency, isn't it? Because it's like eggs. People think that you have to eat eggs straight away. No, you don't. Okay.
Nah, we check. My mum checks all the time, man. When we use an egg, man, it keeps them. I put them in some water. If they float, man, they're no good. You know what I mean?
See, we're lucky in this country because we don't wash our eggs. The factories don't wash them, so ours will keep outside the fridge. I never, ever, ever put an egg in the fridge. Never. No point. No, the UK, they'll last for ages. It's in America you have to keep it in the fridge. If you wash an egg, that's why these people who like preserving food in America, that jealous of us because they do a thing called glass and eggs where they'll put it in this solution, like a lime solution, that will keep.
Is that why they're white? Like,
well,
is that why the eggs are white in America?
Well, they're not all white, are they? It's just that they wash. But if you wash an egg, the shell has a very thin layer on it, and that keeps microbes and bacteria out. So once you wash it, that's open. That's why they have to put it in the fridge. But if you get them in England, they don't wash them, so you can keep them for ages outside. That's why we have you ever noticed, what do we have? Egg baskets and egg crockery things, so that you can keep them on the counter.
Can I just mention this, because as you're winding up, like I watched like a documentary not long ago about like all the things that like America sells to our country, the EU, right? They have to change a lot of the stuff, man.
Oh yeah,
because it's allowed over here, but them selling it to Americans, harmful stuff, man.
That's
like the meat and that.
There's certain things in the UK that the Americans won't allow, and certain things in America that we won't allow. So they have it's like the Americans always go on that, oh, chocolate's nicer than their chocolate, and that's because of the way it's because of the Second World War, really, the way their chocolate went. But it's like,
do you remember Fanta? Like, that's an interesting story how Fanta come to be, man, because like he was a Nazi sympathizer, the guy who run Coca-Cola Germany back in the day, like, and he was like supporting the Nazi regime, man, until America got into the war, right? and then they stopped giving him the recipe to the Coca-Cola. They wouldn't send it to Germany, and they had to create Fanta, and they put bits of everything in it. It's like a wartime drink, man. They put like bits of old food in it and shit, man, and then it become Fanta.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the history of it's fascinating, but yeah, it's like chlorinated chicken. They're talking about bringing that over here. Oh, good God!
Oh, man, like,
that's another thing you do. You're not supposed to wash chicken either.
nah.
You don't wash it, because you wash it, you're going to send the germs absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, it spreads it.
Yeah, you just cook it, because if you cook it, it will kill all the bacteria on it if you cook it well. But if you wash it, your sink, your hands, everything are going to be absolutely covered with salmonella and everything that's chicken has on it.
So I knew two girls, man. One called Sam, one called Ella.
Oh yeah, some called Ella. I love you, Sam and Ella. I love you. Oh, opal fruits. Oh, I used to love them.
Starburst, yeah, man. I love opal fruits. I was an opal fruit kid, man. You know, that's what they was called for me, and then they changed.
But you won't remember the infamous one, Texan bars. Oh, I remember that.
You remember Bar 6?
Yeah.
Oh, that was one of my favourite chocolates. The Bar 6.
You won't remember either. Anyone there remember pyramids? Do you remember them? Why was that? You can't remember pyramids.
Okay.
No way. It was the 70s pyramids. They didn't last long at all.
I've heard of a pyramid, chocolate pyramid.
No, pyramids. What it was answer to the cream egg, and it was in the shape of a pyramid, but with mint fondant inside.
Yeah,
very difficult to eat.
I remember them.
Very difficult to eat. But the Texan
come back.
No, Texan bars weren't mint. They were like a chewy inside with milk chocolate, but they just they tasted lovely.
I don't like mint, man. I like After 8, so that's the only mint I love, man. And ice cream.
Here we are. Let's see if another one. Oh, Spanish Gold. You won't remember that. That was like desiccated coconut, but they used to put something on it. That was nice. Used to love that. Oh, you remember pyramid? Oh, you're not old enough for that, are you?
Island toffee, man.
Let's see. Well, going back in time now. Going back in time. So there was Spanish Gold, Mint Crisp. That was another one. They were lovely.
Do you remember the Smith's crisps where you used to get your own like pack of salt in there?
Salt, yeah. I hated them. I never liked them. You'd always end up with too much salt on a couple of the crisps.
No, I love it. I love salt. Those I like that.
And I remember for a very short while, hedgehog flavored crisps. That's another infamous one. Yeah, they came out with a show. I think it was Walker's came out with very limited time period hedgehog, and they were supposed to taste exactly like a cooked hedgehog. But what they tasted like to me was a fried sausage. If you fried a pork sausage, that's what's happening. But they actually asked
the roadkill.
They asked no gypsies, because gypsies used to eat hedgehogs. They'd actually ask them to come up with to judge the flavor to make sure it was.
One video, Craig, man.
What was that? What about
one video, Craig, man?
Oh, the hedgehog. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, I don't think he's talking to me at the moment.
Why?
Because I did a video slagging him off, didn't I? I mean, tetchy titties.
Nah,
tetchy
titties.
Right,
he'll take it on his chin. He'll take it on the mohawk, man.
He's too busy having fun, isn't he, in LA?
I know. I was jealous, man. He went to WrestleMania, man.
Yeah, that's it. He gets about, doesn't he? He gets about. Here we are. Yeah. Oh, you had them, did you, as well? The thing, the hedgehog ones. I mean, I had them, and I say it tastes like that, but the idea that it would taste like hedgehog put me off.
Oh, the 10p bag of crisps, man. That was one of the staples when I was a kid. The 10p bag of crisps. I'll tell you that, man. Tangy Toms, the Transformer snacks.
I remember that. Yeah.
What else, man? The quarterbacks. That was another one.
Thingies.
Onion rings.
Oh, I used to like them. The onion rings.
Onion.
Trio, they still do trios. I used to love them.
That's what I was thinking of when you said pyramid. Them trios.
Yeah, trios, they were really nice. Oh, beef Space Raids.
Space Raiders, man. How could I forget, man?
They were
Oh,
absolutely good.
chippy sticks, salt and vinegar.
Oh, yeah. I still love them. I can't take them now because of my high blood pressure, but I used to love them. Used to absolutely adore them. On a bussy as well. Oh, 2 pieces of bread. And they were absolutely gorgeous then. Something vinegar chips. Think bussies. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But it's got me thinking back now. Back to the good old days. Yes, and hedgehog crisps.
Yeah,
We are.
Smash.
This it. We're all showing our
I always
age
loved
now.
it.
Well,
I don't have to eat smash, man. My mum always did like real mash, man.
Smash. Yeah, I remember that. It was
That
handy.
robot.
It was handy. It was they used to be handy, like that. But people,
Monster Munch, classics.
Oh yeah, they were nice. Ovaltine. You won't remember this. They had for a very short while. They were Ovaltine chocolate, which was absolutely delicious.
Oxo and Bovril crisps, man. That sounds nice, man. I've never come across them though.
Oxo and Bovril crisps. I've seen Bovril crisps, not Oxo though. I've seen what's it called, Marmite crisps. Ugh.
I'll always remember that advert, like that Bovril advert with that fat bloke on the on the motorbike, like, and he's like in the rain. Gets back and that's
but
like
it's great now, Craig. It's like I used to love Bovril, when I was eating meat and stuff like that, but then I had to give it up. But you can get now vegetarian beef oxos, and they're brilliant. It's absolutely amazing.
Are you vegetarian?
Yeah. I've been for a while. So if I ever want to taste a Bovril, I just get a vegetarian beef oxo.
What so do you eat fish still? Or?
No. Don't eat any living animal.
Is that you vegan then, are you?
No, not vegan. Not vegan because I'm sorry, I like me cheese and I can't stand
yeah. I get you, man. Yeah, you have to cut all that out there as well to be vegan.
I like eggs as well. And you can't get
How can you not like eggs, man?
But I'm sorry, but vegan cheese is absolutely vile. I hate it. And I'm sorry, I've got an Italian heritage. Cheese is a big thing in Italy. So I was brought up a huge fan of cheese from a child, and having something that tastes, no, they never get right. I've never had a vegan cheese that I think, that's nice. It's horrible. Every bit of it's horrible.
Order some online, man.
Which?
I don't know. Like, I was looking at a lamb leg because I want a leg of lamb, like, and I said one, it was 50 quid, man. There's a cheap one on there, like, but I thought, I bet that's going to taste the bollocks, man. And I'm going to get some pita bread and make kebabs.
You mean real meat or
real meat? Yeah, real meat. They sell all sorts. If you want a special cheese, type in the Amazon, man, and see what they've got. Like,
yeah, but they all taste crap if they're vegan. They do. They have a sweet taste, and that's what I can't stand. They'll say, it tastes like cheddar. No, it doesn't. It tastes, because I like strong cheese. I love extra mature cheddar. I love gorgonzola. I love the dolciata and stuff like that. I love all the strong cheeses. And so I don't want to be eating the cheese and getting this horrible sweet undertaste, which I can't stand. And it's like,
I've never tried it, so I can't say.
Oh, no, it's not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. So when they get that right, because a lot of things, but again, I have to be careful because I've been a vegetarian for quite a while now. So me saying something tastes good, I most probably think it does taste good or like the real thing, but most of you taste it, you'd know straight away and say, oh no, that's not convincing. So you have to be careful about it. But
I
some
think
things
I could be a vegetarian, man. Like, omelets, man. I bet you like omelets. That you can make wicked omelets with vegetables. Go ahead.
Oh, wait a minute, did I? Oh yeah, different.
cheese, omelette with like mushrooms, like peppers,
Do you know
all
what?
sorts of other shit.
I'm so sad about mushrooms. I always adored mushrooms growing up, right? Adored them, Craig. Used to love them. I can't stand them now. I can only
Doesn't
eat them
it?
raw. I can't eat them cooked. I
That's
absolutely
weird, man.
just can't stand them. I don't know what happened. Just overnight, like that, I couldn't stand eating. And when
How
it
about on a pizza?
no, can't. I've got it raw. I can eat them raw, cook them, and it's like, oh. And I used to love them. I used to love fried in butter on toast.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I wouldn't thank you for them. I think they're horrible. I don't know what happened. Just suddenly, I couldn't
Your
stand them.
taste buds change, man. Like when I
Oh,
was a
they
kid,
do.
I couldn't stand curry of any type, even if it was
Oh, I love curry.
spicy. You know what I
That-
mean? I want it, but now I can eat that now. So it's the same
Well,
kind of thing, really.
tell you something funny about curry. When my mother was pregnant with me, mother, I never say that. Honest to God, so I'm getting old. I'm saying my mama. I never say mother. My mama, when she was pregnant with me, she was telling me she got cravings for curry. She had to have curry all the time, vindaloo. She just vindaloo and what they called pickled onions. She had terrible cravings for. She had all through the pregnancy. So when I was born, me papa's party trick when it was only a few days old, not days, or a few weeks old, he used to get English mustard, put it a little bit on his little finger, and put it on my tongue, and I used to love it. And she said, "You were absolutely," she said, "you could handle taste that much spicier than a normal child could," and that was because she had that craving. She said, "I couldn't stop eating she said hot curries. She said I just had to eat them and pickled onions. What a combination, Jesus!"
I know.
So I
You know
love
what my
curry.
mum? You know what my mum? Because I know what my mum craving was when I was having me. It was like Big Macs and banana milkshake.
Big Macs and banana milkshakes.
Yeah,
I
I
know
used to get when I was pregnant. I used to go in, get 2 Big Macs and a fries and a banana milkshake.
Do you know what I've never been able to eat though, and I still to this day can't eat them? Currant sultanas or raisins. Can't touch them.
I am a raisin person.
Oh
Nah.
Christ! As a child, I remember this. If I even got one of them in my mouth, even a part of one, I used to automatically spit it out. There's something about, I don't know what it is, something about them. If I go past and I can smell currants when I was a kid, they used to have currants in bags and you could smell them all in boxes.
Yeah.
I used to get a terrible
Olives for me, man. I don't like
I
olives
used
when
to,
I was a
well,
kid.
let me finish my sentence. I used to
I
get a
thought you had
terrible,
one.
no, I hadn't. I used to get a terrible migraine if I could smell them. Weird.
Currants. If you could smell currants.
Sultan or something like that used to give me a banging migraine as a kid just smelling them. So God
I
knows
was
what.
just
But
saying
even to
about
this day,
olives, man. That's all.
oh, I
I
love
don't
olives.
like olives when I was young. I like them now, man. I love olives now, but I don't like.
Dino loves them, not into the black ones. I never have.
Like the black ones, yeah. I like them. The ones I don't like when I was a kid, and I like them now, man.
I like I do like olives. I do like, but I have to be careful now because there's high blood pressure. It's a pain in the backside, there is. But after adapt to everything we do. So anyway, I'll start winding up now. But it's great to speak to you again, and I'll try and arrange something for next week, Craig, as well.
Yeah, man. I'll let you know if I'm available when you're doing it.
Oh, where we got to do that? I'm expecting to say, "Oh yes, and I'll be here. Don't you worry, darling. I couldn't."
I don't know, man.
No,
Life might happen before then, honey.
Hear that, people? He's making me feel like he's going out of his way to oblige.
No, I don't know what's going on,
He's
man.
making it out that he's coming only to oblige me, that I should be forever thankful to him for gracing me with his presence. I know, Craig, I understand. I understand. But anyway, thanks for coming on, Craig. It's been a joy talking.
You know, if I'm free, man, I'll fucking be here. Sorry,
definitely.
Swearing, but there you go.
And you were on time. I didn't get, I'll be on in half an hour. I thought, here we go. I don't know why I gave you the Cockney accent then. I can't do a Birmingham accent. Or country, was it Black Country?
Right, mate. That's but when people try and like take my accent off, they go,
Yeah.
"Where you from, mate?"
It must make you cringe when people do that. Because when I hear people now trying to do the Scouse accent, it sounds horrendous. They can't do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're born and bred here, you just can't do it. Scouse accent, people can't.
Nah, there is some good impressionists out there that can.
Oh,
Like,
they can't.
but you have to be professional.
I remember thinking voice coach that she used to train actors, and she said the most difficult accent to get in Britain, she said, is the Scouse accent. She said because it's so clipped and so the tones in it are so specific. She said trying to get it, she said it's an absolute nightmare. And all that I'll say, if you ever want to see something that is cringeworthy and you think, oh, just watch Shady Valentine sometime in the film, because she sounds horrendous in it. Because she's a man.
Yeah, I've seen it, man. Yeah, I've seen
She's
it.
a Scouser. And people might think, oh, she sounds convincing. They don't. I can assure you they don't. So it must be the same for you when you hear people trying to take it off. But anyway, I'll say to everyone,
let's all throw the egg and chips up the wall and get out of here.
Anyways, so thanks there, Craig. So now I'll
see you later. Take care. Big up the chat. Respect to everybody.
Thank
Have
you
a
to
good night.
everyone in the chat, and I'll leave you with this. Let's see. What shall I leave you with? What shall I leave you all with? Anyway, I'll leave you with my Rowley police stock. Thank you anyway, my lovelies. Thank you.